How you doing?
Just to confess real quick, this is actually my second coaching with you.
I do remember.
Yeah, I had one a couple of weeks ago, and that one was actually a different role altogether. That was jungle, and I remember telling you that I was hard stuck bronze. I made it out of bronze,
Mm-hmm.
but
Good.
I've been yeah, but since then I've actually kind of become a little bit more disciplined, I think. So I've been one tricking a champion. I've been playing pike, only pike in ranked.
Okay.
And yeah, I made it to like silver, but then I still have some issues. So like, I hope you can help me with that.
Yeah, of course. What brings you over to Pike specifically?
The thing is, I used to play this champion a lot last year, but
Got it.
then I used to be on a different server. I used to play on the EOS server, and then I moved, and since then my ping on that server is just really garbage. So I stopped playing on that, and around the same time, I stopped playing Pike because my ping was just so bad, and
Mm.
so I really used to enjoy playing this champion, and so I decided to give it a shot, and it started off really good, but I have been running into like a few issues in some games, and I just want to know how to get past that.
Yeah, let me
Basically,
see. Let me see.
yeah, I played like 3 games today, and they were all 3 losses. Today was just not a good day for me, I
Well,
guess.
let's see. Let's see if it's our fault.
Oh wait, this game I don't think there's yeah, I think this is a bad game to be honest, Nice, because this game our Jinx was actually trolling this game.
Like actually trolling or just
Yeah. No, actually trolling, not because she was mad or I mean she was mad. Definitely. Okay, at this level one didn't really this is fine, this is fine.
let me see. Let me watch this again.
Alright.
So first things first, you take the shortcut or you take the long way even though you have a ward down, which is a little weird.
No, they had a ward over the dragon pit. So I wasn't sure where LeBlanc was. I worried
What
about
are you
getting
afraid? What are
poked.
you afraid of? What do you think is gonna happen if you cross here?
Uh, I was just afraid that LeBlanc would be sitting in the pit trying to poke us with her W or something.
Yeah, but
That's
you
it.
you
It
want
was
her to do
LeBlanc's.
that though. You want her to do that though. You want her to do that so you have an attempt to hook, and then the other thing is like Jinx is gonna DPS back. So you're a little. I feel like this is one of those situations where if you're gonna put the ward here, whose ward is this? Is this yours? This is your ward.
That was fine.
If
That
you're
was
gonna
fine.
put this fucking ward here, then walk through here.
Okay.
That's the whole premise of this. The reason you don't go that way when you play bot lane is because if you don't have it warded, you can't afford to be jumped on from this bush. But no, we're not going to be afraid of random dragon pit cheeses unless you know that there's like a blitzcrank or something. But none of this shit is relevant. Plus the fact that it's low elo, dude. They're going to leash. They're normally going to leash.
Okay.
So don't overcomplicate the open because this open is going to change how fast you get to lane. And that actually does change things a little bit.
Okay.
Now here, you hit a nice hook. Jinx kind of goes off the rails here. I don't really think that's your fault. Yeah, nothing in that is really that bad. All right, let's talk about this though. This is bad. So, here's the problem. You're not thinking about the fact that you're about to hit level 2, which is like your most important power spike in bot lane, especially as a champ like Pyke who's trying to snowball the game and run shit up, basically just run shit over.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So why are you charging your hook right now? The 10-second CD.
True. I just
You're
was like
think of it
yeah.
think of it like this. Level 2 is your big punch. Right? You ever see Popeye before, that stupid cartoon? The guy with the big muscles?
Yeah.
So you ever see him like he does the thing, he like windmills, he's like got his arms and he's like "Gah, gah, gah," he's like charging up his fucking arms. Hit a big punch.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
think of your level 2 as your big punch, okay? I don't want to hit a little punch when I've got a big punch coming.
Yeah. True.
So
I wasn't thinking. I think like I was really mad at the Jinx or something. I don't know. I wasn't thinking at this point.
wait, why were you mad
I
at the
was
Jinx? Nothing happened yet.
no. Yeah, no. It was just if somebody like I just felt that the Jinx like early play was not very good. So
What
I
does that have
wasn't
to do with
thinking.
anything, though?
I
Oh, okay, fair enough. I wasn't
absolutely
thinking
not.
makes some
It's
more
just
sense. Like, look, this has nothing to do with anything, though. What I'm trying to tell you is that, like, Jinx's play is irrelevant because support level 2 Spike is so OP, and I don't even think Jinx's play is that bad. I mean, she's autoing people. That's better than a lot of shit you'll get at this elo. So I don't even agree. I don't think it's
yeah.
that bad. I think what you
Okay.
should be thinking is, you know, this is similar to what I tell a lot of people down here, but like in your case, the situation is a level 2. It's the execution, but the execution is a little weird because you're doing a thing that a lot of players do where they don't recognize that they have a big spike coming, and then they basically lock themselves out of cooldowns before the spike hits. So what you should be thinking was, well, shit, I've got LeBlanc and Caitlyn pretty low, right? And I have the wave at my back, and I'm about to turn level 2. Well, you're sitting down here in Narnia, which, I mean, you know that they have the ward in the bush. I get that. But you should be right on this corner, and you should be just walking up because you're about to turn level 2. Your eyes, or I think you might have missed a little XP too, but your eyes should be thinking and focusing on the level 2 spike and timing your cooldowns with the level 2, not, you know, locking yourself out before the level 2. So you're about to turn level 2. Here it is. Your level 2's coming. Jinx walks up. And now you're in. But you're not even committing, which is a little weird. I would have just ignited. I don't even understand what you ran for.
Yeah. I don't know. That was not good.
Right here. Level 2. Flash and just kill this bitch. Flash right here. Flash right here. Kill this bitch. It's level 2 spike.
I was scared. I was just not
Scared of what?
that was I was looking at my Jinx. Yeah,
What?
that was on
Scared
me.
of what?
I could have
Stop.
easily killed him there.
Look. You ain't gonna go. Look. This means nothing. You
True,
keep
true.
saying the Jinx. Look at the wave.
Yeah,
Look at your level. You're focusing on the wrong things. I know people say the generic, like, don't focus on teammate stuff all the time, but like in this instance, in the game, you are focused on the teammate too much. Like the actual character, you care too much. This doesn't matter at all to what we're doing. You need to hit your level 2 spike on time and understand that you could kill them both, probably. You E flash. You don't even need to hook. You E flash and ignite this person. I don't even know if you need to ignite. Yeah, I don't even know if you need to ignite. Actually, I think an E flash it, auto, and then just walk up to LeBlanc and try to hit the hook, double kill lane over. It has nothing to do with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Or I mean Jinx, rather. It has nothing to do with Jinx. So like,
yeah.
Get this. Let's look at the other ones because I already know if I see this, you should have already snowballed that lane. So that's on you. All right. So let's talk about this. I think this is a good opportunity to talk about level 1s. So when you have a comp that can invade, let's go through champs that can invade real quick. So Shen and Nidalee are both really, really good invade champs because Nidalee's spammable Q and Shen has taunt, big AoE taunt. Okay. So when you know that that's likely to happen, I believe this is this is Kuba Tuba, dude. What a name. Kuba Tuba with the early ward. You probably don't really want this fight, and you should kind of play accordingly to that. So, like, you don't really want an early level 1. Thankfully, we don't. Hopefully, we don't.
No, I think I was trying to disengage the fight as much as I could.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Token run. That's all good. That's all good. In typical low elo fashion, someone dies. I mean, that happens in Korea too, by the way. People just die at level 1. It's kind of crazy. So, here we are. We're in lane. We're chilling. We're doing our thing. Let's watch the open again. This is all fine right now. They beat you guys to level 2. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah, they got the level 2 on us. But
It does go your way though. Oh, you guys just keep fucking with them. You keep pushing it. I mean,
that wave really fucked us over too.
yeah, you guys are.
They're
You guys got the win with the. See, the problem is you're not recognizing that you got out of this okay. And thankfully, you know, Shen's all in wasn't particularly scary. And I think he kind of did the thing that I was telling you about earlier. Look, he did the same problem, and I would have probably been telling him the same thing. Notice how he comes out because he desynced his level 2. Look. There's a couple things, and I think it's important that we look at the other guy too, so you can kind of learn from his mistake, right? Because he's in the driver's seat in this situation. So notice that he wasted his E before the level 2. So he has no E here, right? The other problem is Neela's positioning is very bad. If I was like coaching Neela, I would have said, you need to be walking up with your Shen because you need to be able to, she needs to technically be standing about right here to get value out of the all-in. So the fact that she's standing back here, that's how much space she has to close before she can DPS. Right? Whereas you two, if you notice, you guys actually, this, fucking Core JJ talks about this, support a pro player. He's talked about this in videos, but you're looking at like a triangle. So like what a triangle means essentially is that like when you hit this hook, Samira can instantly follow in and you can start DPSing. Even though they have a level lead on you, they're not actually able to utilize it for way too long. Shen doesn't have access to his E, right? And they doesn't have access to DPS. So when the fight breaks out, you can see, look at the triangle. You can see that Shen gets DPS down before they could even leverage the lead. Right? So essentially, Shen's HP gets so fucking low, even though he's on a level 2 spike, right? And that puts him into lethal range. The reason we're going over this like this, step by step, is so that you can hopefully start identifying this like visually. You can start seeing like, oh, this is why this will work. This is why this will not work. So when you guys do manage to get the Shen kill, you get the Shen kill and you level 2. And so, yes, you are in a good position to fight it out. But the problem is you guys drag over the minion wave, like you said. And you drag over the minion wave versus a champion that's sitting with fully stacked Conqueror. And in general, she's just kind of like, if there's ever a bruiser ADC, I think Neela's it. So she follows the rules pretty well. And by that, I mean, you can't just burst her down. If she's in a wave, she's going to play well in the wave. And that's exactly what happens here. She keeps autoing as she kites back. She keeps autoing as she kites back. She kites back to the minions. You unfortunately missed the hook. And that's GG. Now, that really stinks. But this was probably, you know, this is probably pretty easy to fix. If I look at these if I look at this third VOD, I bet you I'm going to see a goofy level 2 again. And right away, we know that we just need to get you identifying like what does my level 2 look like, right? And so what we're going to do is I'm going to have you walk me through. Hold on, let's see if you can even understand what's happening yet. So you go to, so this ward that you keep placing, I mean, this is a pretty good one, I think, because there is a possibility of an invade. If you want to discourage the invade, but don't be afraid of invading yourself. Do you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to like lead an invade from time to time with Pyke. This one I could understand. Your team's level 1 isn't particularly impressive, but when you identify that your team has good level 1 champions, like you know, fucking, I'm trying to think of good examples, like Riven, Scion's got a really good level 1. Let's see, stuff like Fiora is really strong, level 1. Any champion that has like access to good AoE, like a Shen, obviously, like the Jax. And then for mid lane, what do we got as mid laners? I'm trying to think of good mid laners. And Ahri could be okay because she could start Charm if she wants. Twisted Fate's
Zoe,
another good.
maybe?
Zoe could. Well, Zoe's a little whack. I think stuff like maybe Nidalee with the spears, like I said. Start trying to figure out which champions are good level 1 and which ones are bad. Obviously here, Nasus is just whack. Elise is pretty whack. Varus with Comet would likely be whack, and then you're pretty solid, but like look at their comp. They've got 3 very, very scary ones. They've got the Jin with really good damage early. They got the Thresh with the hook. They got the Morgana with the bind. They got the Teemo with good damage early. So if they hit anybody with a bind, you're probably fucked.
Yeah.
So your ward's actually not bad in this case. But I want you thinking. The key here is I want you thinking. If you think for a second that I know every perfect situation where a level 1 is bad or good based on like comps, I don't. And I've been playing for a long time. I can give you a good guess on what I think will happen, right? But like it's based on thinking. So actively, as soon as the game starts, think about it and try to leverage, you know, whatever you think. If you think your comp's stronger and they're together, then make them invade. And then if you don't win the invade, go back to the VOD, look at it just like I do here, and be like, why did this invade work? Like, it seems like it would work, so what went wrong? And should I risk it again? So here, you've got your typical lane phase. Nothing crazy going on. Thrush towards the bush. All right, so... Now, you guys are doing what I like to call... First of all, you can mix in auto attacks a little bit more regularly on minions. So don't be afraid to inch forward and go for an auto, because you guys turn level 2, but you're giving them such easy access to it. You can see right here, all he has to do is touch this minion and they get level 2 whenever they want. Do you know when you get level 2? Do you know the exact number of minions?
Yeah. That's
How many
3
minions?
melee in the second wave.
All right, well then show it. Because when I look at these VODs, you're not showing me that you're racing for level 2. You have, as Pyke, 2 pots. So if you have to tank an auto attack or 2 to just make sure you secure your level 2 all in, do it. Because you're very shy to hit minions. Like here you auto. The Thresh doesn't even touch you, but you're still not autoing. You've got minions to block. You know that Thresh has hook, right? Yeah. So get up there and hit the minions a little bit and try to push out for level 2 faster. So now when you get level 2, look what you do again. You do the same play. This time it actually looks okay because you are hooking as you turn level 2. But I know for a fact you're not thinking about turning level 2 here. Be honest.
No, I think I was, though.
Fair enough. But my question would be, why wouldn't we just walk up calmly if we know we're going to turn level 2? Why are we doing it from the bush? Yeah. Why are we, you see what I mean? First off, it's not from the bush because he's got a ward there, which I don't know if you know or not. But like my point is that you know you're about to turn level 2. So why are we max ranging then?
I could have walked up. I think I was scared of the Thresh hook, basically. But
why?
I think I could afford to hook, tank it even.
Right, that's what I'm... Yes, exactly. I would rather you just walk up, try to sidestep the hook, and then calmly walk up. So the ideal play, in my opinion, is because they're never going to touch this minion to get level 2 themselves. What we do is you just walk up, just walk in his face. This is level 2 101. You really, this is how your brain works. If they're level 1 and you're level 2, you really want to get a fight going. You will do anything to force that fight. So if that means leverage your health a little bit, tank a couple autos, or just walk up and sidestep and then walk into their face under tower, then do it. Okay. You really, I'm going to reiterate, you really want this fight to start your game off. Do you understand? Like, you've got, this has to be, listen, if you take nothing else away from today, you need to get me a confident, well-executed level 2 all-in every single game. If I go through the VODs of any bot laner supports, especially supports that actually have access to a level 2, don't get me wrong. Like, if you give me like a fucking Janna or something, I would still be telling the Janna to go and pressure level 2, by the way. But... like, don't get me wrong. There's some champions that don't really, like a Yumi. It's not going to really be doing much other than pinging and begging the team to move forward, right? You actually have a setup.
Yeah.
You, Blitzcrank, Thresh, Alistar. I mean, these champions all have a setup. So
Mm-hmm.
If you're not actively going up, Morgana's another one. If you're not actively going up and like forcing that fight to happen, I immediately in my head, if I look at any VOD and I don't see a confident level 2, I just say this guy does not deserve to move.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to pass this test
Yeah.
every time. This is your biggest, cannot overstate it. This is your biggest test to get out of silver. This, all you have to do. I could call, so my support coach Ray, he mains Thresh. He could solo, I mean, I don't know if he could do it right now, but he used to be able to solo Thresh to Masters on EU West. Very easily, by himself, all the way through the ranks, low to high. And you know what I asked him? I was like, what's the most important thing that gets you to like high elo with Thresh? And he says level 2 all in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
this you cannot be showing me that you're not confident on level 2s. I'd rather you be a fucking mouth breather that just walks at the guy at level 2 than do some like, nah, I don't know if I win. My jinx is low. That shit from the first fall. I don't give a fuck. I would rather you confidently walk up and force a level 2 fight every single game. I don't care what the condition is. And you ping it as you move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what we're working on today. Now,
Right.
do you have any confusion about a level 2 all in? And it don't be afraid. Like if you're literally like, I don't know, NEACE, about this, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna go right into the details.
Then I think I understand the level 2 all in. I think that's part of the reason that I lost all the games today. I wasn't really thinking at all.
Right. What is the most important thing that we need to do?
2. Get the level 2.
Get the level 2 and execute.
Yeah.
Every game, because if you're not willing to get snowballed every game, you're not climbing. And if you pass these VODs through to me, and I bet I could even pull wins, and you probably don't do it right. No offense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see if I think that your level 2 on this game is good. You go 4-1, and let's see here. So let's see a game where you're stomping, right? Now, I'm not saying that you don't necessarily kill the guy in lane. I'm going to look specifically at the execution of your level 2 based on what you were given, and we're going to see what you do. Okay? So it's not just like, oh, he's only looking at losses. So you go, you invade. That is a very strong invade. Rengar is a champion I missed. Rengar, Pyke, that's a really solid one. Because Rengar's got good early damage. Pyke's got the CC. That's a good one to run your whole team into, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the Jhin too.
Because he's going to keep jumping out of the bushes with anybody that's caught, and he's going to stick to him.
Yeah.
So you go down to bottom. All right, let's see what you do here. You're a little late to lane, but that's okay. Okay, we missed the hook. It happens. All right, let's see the execution of the 2. No, I don't think so. There's no confidence in it. That you're not giving me the big punch.
Okay.
I don't see the big punch. So let's talk about it and get right into the fucking nitty gritty of it. Okay. So what you should be doing right now is you should be autoing this melee. Another tip, by the way, is you could actually, I want to show you something. This is another tip for good level 2. So you see how you use your 2 stacks right away? Try to save 1 stack for this minion, the big one, so that you can time your level 2 with it.
Okay. No, I usually try to save it for like 2 of the melees in the second wave.
But this is. You're still going to. I'm saying time the last stack for your level 2. Because so most of the time whether or not you're going to get a level 2 is usually it doesn't even have to be the melee. It's just whatever minion is going to get you there. But usually, yes, it's these minions, right? So what you like to do is you take your 2 stacks, right? And you open up. You're like, okay, I'm going to get rid of these minions. So now you've got this guy sitting here. And the only way that you get level 2 is when he's gone. So you could trust your ADC to hit it, or you could simply just walk up at, you know, walk up when this minion. So basically watch. So you're going to clear one. You're going to clear the other one. But imagine a world where instead of clearing the other one, you just wait on your last stack. You see what I mean? And then if it's that one that's remaining, you clear it and then just calmly walk up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or even E forward.
Yeah. E forward and then flash.
Show me,
allocate.
show me that you're coming up with a big punch. The Popeye punch. The fucking, the fucking big punch. The one that like sends people to the moon and shit. Don't give me these little weak ass half trades that don't utilize both elements of our kit. Don't give me a weak ass all in that doesn't show me that you know that level 2's coming. So to break it down Barney style, the ideal scenario is as you're turning level 2, you are moving forward in some way. So even if it's, you know, your teammates hitting the minion, you are moving forward. That's an example of a good level 2. Or another good level 2 would be like, I have my stack. I'm going to auto this minion, and right as I auto it, I'm going to walk forward like the Terminator and calmly play my abilities. No max range shit. Just going to walk into their face and then play my abilities. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's one or the other. Give me a big punch.
Yeah.
Either option is fine. Either option is fine. I'm trying to show you that you could be creative. You could use the stacks out off the gate. You could hold a stack and then walk forward and then hope your ADC takes it, right? Because obviously, like, if you're getting level 2 from this position, it's kind of awkward, right? Because you got to close all this distance to get there.
Yeah. And there's a range too. There's one extra ranged minion. So like I could have maybe saved the stack for a ranged.
Right.
Too.
I just want you looking at your XP bar and starting thinking like, where's my big punch? I'm getting ready for that. Because right now you're just throwing abilities arbitrarily and you're not looking for that. So let's get to it. Go ahead and share your screen. Let's get a couple games and I want to see a big punch. And then from there we can play out, you know, the mid game from whatever position we're in. But my goal is, like I said, every single game. Like if I were to randomly look at your fucking VODs, if I don't see you giving me a big punch every game, you're not climbing in my mind. So get your mind in that mind state. You got to get over the hurdle of like, I didn't have a play at level 2. Now, if you go into a lane and your opponents are just like playing, just hyper push into you and there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do. But that's normally not the case at your level.